المهيمن, complete control. He is Allah, other than whom there is no deity, the sovereign, the pure, the perfection, the bestower of faith, the overseer. If you make a big mistake, whether at school, work, or at home, and someone tries to reassure you, this reassurance can only go so far. If you heard that 50% of the class failed in exams and your friend comforts you by saying that you are probably of those who passed, it may only help slightly. Your friend is not the one grading your paper, nor does he or she have insider knowledge. If cuts are being made at work and you are worried about your job, your colleague may attempt to make you feel better by listing why you will most likely keep your job. It may make you feel a little more confident, but your colleague is not the boss. He or she does not control the company. But when the reassurance comes from the teacher grading the paper or the CEO of the company, that is when you can be sure that you will be okay. They are the ones who are in control. God has revealed those of His names that are relevant to us, for us to know and live by. Knowing our potential fear of situations where we do not know who is in control, God tells us that He is Al-Muhaymin, which has three basic intertwined meanings: complete control, command, and protection. If a soldier, for example, has haymana over a city, it means he has taken control of it and watches over it. Allah also describes the Quran as Muhaymin, meaning that it will guard over all the other scriptures that came before it. The conditions of complete haymana. While human beings may have some form of haymana, such as the example of the soldier over a city, it is by nature limited. To have complete haymana, three things are required: knowledge, complete control, and protection cannot occur without complete knowledge. We would not trust someone who does not have full knowledge of a situation, even if they appear to be in control. Think of a patient in a hospital whose doctor is replaced, while the new doctor may be just as capable. If he or she does not have full knowledge of the patient's history, the doctor's control over the situation would be deficient. God is Al-Alim, Al-Alim. God is Al-Alim, the all-knowing, and Alim al-Ghayb wa al-Shahada, Alim al-Ghayb wa al-Shahada, the knower of the unseen and the witnessed, having full knowledge of everything on earth, as well as what is in your heart. Ability. For someone to exercise full control over something, he or she has to have the ability. Again, while human beings may be able to exercise some control over some situation, if the ability is lacking, so is the control and protection. God is Al-Qadir, the most able. Continuity. Finally, people may exercise control over a short period of time. A tyrant, a president, a CEO, all of their control will be limited. Whereas God is Al-Baqi, the everlasting, and His control and protection transcend time. Thus, God is the ultimate Muhaymin, because His control and protection are complete and all-encompassing. People may have limited forms of control, but like a CEO who gives some control to the managers, that control is subject to the CEO's will. He or she can remove the power given to them. Moreover, when a human being has haymana, it is for his or her benefit. But with Allah, His all-encompassing control and protection ultimately benefits us. Worry and the protective wing. Connecting to this name is the ultimate antidote to excessive worrying and stress. We must have conviction that God is in control, watching over everything and bestowing His protection. Nothing escapes His knowledge nor His power. We all worry a little about a number of things, but reflecting upon His name, reflecting upon this name should afford us a measure of peace and confidence. One of the ways the word haymana is used in Arabic is to describe a bird that covers her chicks with her wings, thereby providing them comfort and protection. We should think of Al-Muhaymin covering us with his protection whenever we feel that things are outside of our control and we have no shelter. Living with this name, supervise, take control over, and protect your inner state. We mentioned the different dimensions of haymana: control, possession, and protection. And this is what we should do with our hearts and internal states. We need to take possession over our hearts. We need to take possession over our own hearts, control their negative passions, and protect them by inculcating in them the good traits that God praises in His servants. Find calm with the knowledge of His control and protection. Human beings desire control, and when we lose it, it causes much anxiety and stress. Reminding ourselves that God is Al-Muhaymin should enable us to let go of that desire, because we cannot truly control anything, only by His will. Thus, we should focus on those things that Allah has placed under our control in this world and let go of the things that are outside that realm. Do not oppress people. When we are given control or authority over people, that should be exercised as a trust. Any oppression that occurs under our control will render us accountable for it. Just like God gave us control over certain people, He may give others control over us.